Hi Leo, and welcome to Tiffany's Tarology. My name is Tiffany and I'm going to be guiding you through your monthly reading for the month of February. I've already cleansed the space and asked that your guides come into this reading, that Spirit protect us as we move forward. I'm very taken aback, and I don't know if this is going to make any sense to any of you or have any relevance, but Spirit told me to put on my wedding ring, which I don't necessarily like to shuffle cards with my wedding ring on because I don't know, I get a little distracted, but I don't know exactly where that's going in this reading. I don't necessarily expect this to be a love reading for February, but I will tell you this, Leo. I love astrology. I call myself an astrology enthusiast because I'm not a certified astrologer and I still have a lot of learning to do, but I do keep up with the transits, and Pluto is going through your 7th house of relationships for the next 20 years. It is going to egress for a little bit, and I believe September through November of this year, but then it goes back into Aquarius. So it's going to dip back into Capricorn, and then from there forward, it is going to really bulldoze your 7th house of relationships, contractual agreements. And so I feel like a lot of you are going to be going through massive and rapid changes within that area of your life. So let's see if it has anything to do with anything. I'm going to be pulling from the Sacred Travelers Oracle at the end. And we're going to start with basically a Celtic cross spread. We're going to put 5 cards up top, 5 cards at the bottom, because I don't have enough room to do the traditional Celtic cross spread. So we're going to go ahead and get started, Leo, with your month of February. That was a very long intro, but I'm like, you'll enjoy it. The cards might not be in focus right away, Leo, but I will go ahead and bring all of the cards forward after we have gotten all the cards down. Sometimes they come into focus, but this particular camera is really good about what's up close. So your first position is going to be your current situation and then your challenge. So we have the Chariot and the Justice, followed by the 5 of Cups. We have the 7 of Wands in your strength area. An area of focus, which I also feel like might be where we have a little bit of a weakness. We're going to pull that next card, which is the Ace of Wands. So you might be having a hard time figuring out how to get up and go. So that is going to be an area of weakness, Ace of Wands. In the near future is going to be our next position. You have the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Swords. All right, we're going to do your recent past for card number 6, and that's going to start our second row. Recent past for Leo. If this is your first time visiting with me, Leo, I thank you for being here. I am a new baby channel. I have been reading tarot for about the past year and a half. I have an Instagram that I'm very active on. You have the 9 of Swords for your advice. And I really just want you to be able to have a good time with me during these readings. We're going to be getting up close and personal, laughing, talking, being honest and very serious. We won't sugarcoat anything while we're here. And if you want to join me in a one-on-one reading, I do have information in my description box, as well as if you want to get connected to me on my Instagram. So links are there for you. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to go through this again. This first position, and I'm going to see if I can get this. There we go. That's a little bit better. This first position is your current situation. You have the Chariot and the Justice card. Your challenge is the 5 of Cups. Your strengths are the 7 of Wands, Ace of Wands for your area of focus or where you may have a little weakness that you need to work on. Near future is 3 of Cups and 4 of Swords. Your recent past is Queen of Pentacles. Your advice is the 9 of Swords. Your environment and kind of environmental factors is going to be the 3 of Wands. Your hopes and fears is the Hierophant, and the 10 of Cups is your potential outcome. So I'm like, this month is all over the place for you, Leo. So we're going to start here with your current situation. So you have 2 really strong cards, 2 major arcana. I'm actually going to turn up the brightness on here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. You have the Chariot and you have the Justice card. These 2 cards tell me that you are ready to get life back in order, back in balance, where things have maybe been out of balance or things have been worrying you because of the way in which they were moving forward. I feel like Spirit is getting ready to really shift things into a whole new direction for you that makes more sense, that allows you to be, more in your integrity and to really move forward with whatever this endeavor is. I'm going to clarify the Chariot card and see where Spirit is kind of leading you, where you're going, where you're trying to go. So what is this Chariot card, Spirit? What is my Leo heading towards? The Knight of Pentacles. So there's something that's caught your eye. The Pentacles are going to be a suit that focuses on basically anything that we can see in our 3D reality. So if some of you are like, you know what, I'm moving towards a new partner, I'm moving towards a new job opportunity, I'm moving towards a place in my life where I feel more fulfilled and sustained. The Knight of Pentacles is going to be the slowest moving knight in the deck, but there is a beauty in being slow and steadfast and getting to your goals when you need to. Sometimes when we rush the situation, which I feel like you might be ready to rush, Spirit is saying take it easy and take it slow, because karmic justice is yours. You got the Justice card. You are going to get what you need in due time, but it is up to God, Spirit, the divine, to tell us what is next. And we sometimes want to kind of put our ego in the way, and we want to make those decisions for ourselves, and we don't want to lean into what Spirit has for us. So if you move very erratically and quick, I do think that you might run into some roadblocks, but I don't want you to think that Spirit's like, don't move. It's definitely not what I'm trying to say. It's just, you might want to move in a way that is a little more cohesive, in a way that has direction, because if we look closer at this Chariot card, the horses are moving in two different directions, and that poor rider might just fall off those horses if for some reason they decide that, hey, we're not on the same page. So maybe you and your partner, if this has to do with relationships or a business or some kind of situation that you're in at work, or put your situation into this reading. You might be heading in two different directions. Both of you guys are like, let's go. But if you don't reel it in and bring it to a place where both of you are on the same page, I could see this potentially becoming an issue. So slow and steady wins the race. Karmic justice is on your side, but you have to be willing to kind of allow Spirit to be a part of this. So if there's been imbalances in relationships, marriage partners, contracts that you've been a part of, it is time for you to really release control, let go of those reins a little bit, the reins that are on the horse, and allow Spirit to walk into this situation and guide you and be level-headed about it. Because I do feel that there might be a little bit of ego or pride that's like pushing you forward. For your challenge right now is the Five of Cups. That's a really deep challenge. The challenge for you is, how do I soldier forward when the very things that have given me my, most happiness are the things that are now causing me the most grief? There's this need for you to face this challenge head on, and like all readers will say time and time again, if you look really close at the Five of Cups, there's 3 cups that have fallen. 2 cups that are standing. You and this person, I'm really feeling relationship energy is going to be so heavy for you. Some either relationship or contract, some kind of relationship. It could even be a family member for some of you guys. These 2 cups are still there. We also pulled the 3 of Cups, and these 3 cups are falling down. So I'm feeling potential third party situation where there may be someone who hasn't been completely honest, but karmic justice is here. So there is going to be truth. Face that truth, Leo. Face the reality that is in front of you. Maybe you've received some bad news as well, and you're having to go, you know what? I'm going to get through this. I'm going to take my time. Again, being patient to grieve, and I'm going to move forward. It's not always easy though, but there is that need for you to really look back at these 2 cups that are still standing and see your cup half full instead of half empty. For your area where you have the most strength, you have the ability to put up proper boundaries. You have the ability to speak up for yourself, to be a strong pillar, to be a strong person within yourself, right? You're like, I know what I know. And if you feel like people have been lying, cheating, deceiving, doing things behind your back, not upholding the statutes and the, how do I want to say this? Kind of like the plans that you had. Because this seems to be about some kind of relationship. You have to look at all the pieces, hold your wand up, and don't settle for the lack of answers and transparency. You deserve that at least, with all the things that I'm saying. For your area of focus, a place where you may also have some weakness is this wand. I'm just getting so much sexual energy, and that's so weird for me for a reading, but it is what it is. This situation, for those of you where it resonates as a love relationship or something, I feel like your intimacy, your sex life, the love that you receive from them, it always trips you up. And sometimes you might look through them, look past them, look beyond them, because you just see the love, the intimacy, what you do have. You're not focusing on the things that you need to really be honest with yourself about. We often can think of the Ace of Wands as like a phallic symbol. So this, could very much so be you have someone that's bringing you that Ace of Wands. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. And you may not necessarily be paying attention to what it is that Spirit is actually trying to tell you about the situation, the red flags. I heard that very loudly. So you see these little red flames. Pay attention to the red flags. But you're so focused on what they're doing, probably in bed, probably how they romance you, whatever the case is, that you sometimes don't see the truth. But I think in the near future, because we have the Three of Cups and the Four of Swords, you are going to actually find out some information about a potential third party in this situation that you're dealing with that is going to force you to have to really sit with yourself and make some big decisions. I know this is the Four of Swords, but these two swords up here are really grabbing my attention. I also see a heart in the background. Let me focus in on this real quick. And I feel like you might honestly have to choose, make a difficult decision. I see the other two swords here as well, of how you want to move forward in this relationship. Are you going to keep putting yourself last? Put yourself first, my dear Leo. Put yourself first. Take some time to think about what's going on. In the near future, you will have to. You're going to have to take like a mental break, a mental siesta, because a lot of the times in love readings, which this is turning out to be quite a love reading for you, Three of Cups can mean that there's a party of three, an extra person. And sometimes we know about them and sometimes we don't. But if you don't know about them, I hear Spirit saying, you know yourself and you know your partner and you know their habits and how they are and all of that. And there's something that is telling you to pay attention, again, to that wedding ring. Pay attention. Do they take it off? Do they leave it? If you're not married, obviously that might be a little more difficult, but like maybe it's their phone or, just like, do you trust them? And are you sitting with yourself at night kind of being like, I don't feel like something's right. I feel this energy of like something's off. With the Queen of Pentacles being here, there is so much potential for this relationship to really be a good one. There is this need for you to bring it back, to hone it in. I saw 1555 when I read that change can come. But it does require that the both of you come to the same consensus that you want to be together, that you want to make this work. But I want Spirit to actually tell me a little bit more about this Queen of Pentacles, because she's a very loving, maternal, gentle queen. And she's all about family, animals, caring, love. But Spirit, what are they supposed to know about this Queen of Pentacles in particular that will help them in the month of February? I feel like some of you might be the breadwinner. Oh, Queen of Pentacles to the Three of Swords. We're going to pull one more. Wow, guys. Tell me more about this Queen of Pentacles. You're really out here, male or female, you're really out here putting your heart on your sleeve, and it is getting broken. That Queen of Pentacles is your energy. I know you're not an earth sign, but I feel your energy so strong through that card. You're very grounded. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. So, interesting. We have Two of Pentacles in the Wheel of Fortune. It's not what I was expecting. So, if we are dealing with... I'm going to start back at this Three of Swords. If we are dealing with some hurt, some heartbreak, some I was let down, I can't believe this third party is in this relationship, I can't believe this person did that to me type of energy, I think that it's actually going to work in your benefit. Because while this person might be out here juggling ideas, juggling people, juggling, let me spend time with my first pentacle and then with my second pentacle, you're out here like, I'm actually trying to make this work. And the Wheel of Fortune is here because there's fated events that are unfolding in your life that were supposed to happen. Because I think that you're going to have a massive shift in your relationship sector that was supposed to happen. So the cards are being laid as they should, because you're supposed to move past this situation. I often will tell people when I do love readings, though, you can say goodbye to a love relationship without saying goodbye to the person, because sometimes the relationship needs to shift. And that's the part of me that wants to fix everything, make everything work. You got the 10 of Cups as your potential outcome, right? But I do believe some of you are going to actually go through this Three of Cups situation, see that you're being juggled, by this person who looks like a page, an immature person. But it's actually going to be to your benefit, because God is going to create the perfect scenario for this person, this enemy, to be your step stool to your future success. And I see you finding that happiness in the future, right? But if this situation didn't happen, if this heartbreak didn't happen, if this third party situation didn't happen, I don't know if you would actually ever, and I know I'm skipping cards, get here, because what you have right now are 2 cups that are still trying to stand when the 3 cups fell over from that third party situation. And this is what Spirit actually intends for you. And this had to happen. Woo! Wow. But that's life, right? We go through cycles. We go through scenarios where sometimes we actually have to get hurt. Because when we don't get hurt, we just keep getting caught up in the wands, right? In the love, in the, oh, this is just such, this is what I should have. And this is, the hoopla of it all. But deep down inside, we know something's wrong. And a lot of us just don't want to pay attention to it, because what we have is easier than what we don't have and what we don't know. So the future is scaring you. So your advice from Spirit is to pay attention to how you're actually feeling, Leo. You are coming across like everything is just peachy keen on the outside in this this Queen of Pentacles. Sorry, let me get this together. This Queen of Pentacles is like, you're like, yeah, everything's fine. But everything's not fine. And your advice from Spirit is actually do yourself a favor. Stop wearing a mask and let go of whatever this is that's not working. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with the person too. That is the beautiful part about this reading, is it's all swords and wands. You know, like there's some cups, but they're not the best cups, except for the 10 of cups. That's like the best card in the cups suit, other than the 9 of cups, which I love. Tangent. But you need to be honest with yourself about where you are mentally in this situation, in this love relationship. There's something not right. And only when you're by yourself and alone and away from everybody else are you actually pouring into that truth. In your dreams, maybe as well. In your deepest, darkest thoughts, you're like, oh, something's not right. Let me clarify that for you guys. So Spirit, what else do you want them to know as far as advice with the 9 of Swords? Like, they're going to be focusing on what's true and how they actually feel. But what is it that you want them to gain from this 9 of Swords? Like, are you telling them to trust it? Are you telling them to dig deeper into it? The Moon. Yeah. Trust your intuition. What doesn't make sense, and I'm going to zoom in here. What doesn't make sense is going to make sense soon. What doesn't make sense is going to make sense soon. There is going to be a big reveal. Woo, this full moon in Leo also probably did a big number on you and your partner. You saw some things that needed to be revealed to you. It was an ending of a chapter in your first house of self if you're a Leo rising. You have to check your chart if you're looking as a Leo sun. But there was a full moon, a completion of a chapter opposite your 7th house of relationships, which Pluto was in. This is huge game changer time for you in relationships and what you're going through. But the 9 of Swords, the sadness is like, no, you're going to actually figure this out. The truth will be revealed, but trust your intuition, because you are definitely an intuitive if you're listening to this reading. So for your environment, Spirit says it needs a change. Plain and simple. Love this card. Wasn't sure where Spirit was going with this when I pulled it out. I was like, huh. Because this is an environment that is not yet your environment. This is saying your environment needs a change. Your environment needs you to go towards something else. There's something waiting for you. There's a deeper calling that your soul has where you're like, something else is out there far better for me. There's something else calling my name. There's more to my story. And it's like you're scared to take that step because it is scary. You're in a very committed relationship. I don't necessarily think this is for like newly, got together Leos. I always manifest that these readings will find the people that they're supposed to. So if this is a brand new relationship, I just don't see it being that deep. King of Cups. Yeah. I see this in a couple ways. So as you're moving forward, there's this emotional groundedness that I want you to find. Even as a fire sign, I want you to go deep, deep, deep within yourself. You may be connecting in with a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer energy as well. Male or female does not matter. But the newness that you find, I see that they're both wearing blue here, bringing back up your potential outcome if you decide to go towards it. There is a lot of expansion, understanding, clarity, soothing, gentleness, right? About this King of Cups. The King of Cups sits in the middle of the ocean, but they are not moved, they are not swayed, because emotionally they are mature. Remember how we talked about there being like that page energy? What card was that? I was like, what was that? I can't remember. There was a page like, oh, right here. You're being juggled by someone who is so immature, is not even on your level, Leo. And you need to embody.
Tiffany, here is your reminder to cook.
Alexa, off. Okay, sorry, my Alexa just went off to tell me that it's time to go cook. But anywho, so you are being juggled by this page energy. But you need to feed into this new energy that is trying to come, that is going to take you from that page to a king, from that child to an emotionally secure man or woman. It's waiting for you, and you need to step into that energy as well. I hear spirit saying, like, it's not just the partner, but you, but definitely the partner. As far as your hopes and fears, you really want this to work. I know, my dear Leo, it makes me sad. Your hope is that this marriage lasts. The Hierophant can often mean so many things that this card can be a little bit confusing to me, I'm not going to lie. But one of the things that it stands for is allowing yourself to trust God and be in a traditional wedding or marriage or something of that nature. So I feel like you're going to have to trust God on this one. And if this relationship is meant to be and meant to last, you will know. But I believe God is setting you up for something better. But your fears are, but this is the person. This is who I was supposed to be with. This was the one. This is the... Let's find out more. What else can we know for their hopes and fears, spirit, to the Hierophant? What is it that you're trying to tell my dear Leo? What else do they need to know? Yeah, there's just this energy of like, I really feel like you did what you felt you needed to do. Like you really did what you felt you needed to do. Okay, we got 2 cards. Whoo! Queen of Swords and Page of Swords. All right. So what I'm seeing here is if you are not honest with yourself real soon, you are going to be very honest with that person real soon. Let's put it like this. They're coming as a page and you're like, no, I'm done. I don't trust you anymore. What you have tricks up your sleeve. I'm done with your petty arguments. I see you really getting cold. Ice cold, Leo, ice cold. And Leo is such a giving and loving sign because their heart is so big, sometimes too big. But I see you being like, I don't have time for this. Like, I need somebody in my life who actually is going to step up to the plate. Wow, this reading is going so long, you guys. Oh my God. I'm going to have to restart it because the camera's going to clock out at 30. So hold on. Ooh, but we got to dive in. I'm not going to stop the reading because it's getting long, because it's good. You have to embody this Queen of Swords energy this month if you really want to get out of the negative mindsets that you've been in. That 9 of Swords, the 4 of Swords energy, the 5 of Cups. Your power is in your ability to step up to the plate for yourself. Doesn't have to be anyone else. Stop dealing with the pages. Stop letting the lies and the confusion and the petty arguments, be assuaged by, but I love you. You are doing the right thing by being honest with this person, even if you feel like, man, I don't want conflict. And the Queen of Swords, she really stands very calmly. She doesn't come like, she's not trying to do all that. She doesn't have to do all that. Her gentle posture and how she presents herself is enough. You will not have to yell to get your point across. It will get across as it should. And now we're finally here to your potential outcome. 10 of Cups, beautiful energy. Love this for you. Want this for you. But do you want this for you? Do you want this quote unquote white picket fence? This beautiful castle? This person holding you? Children? Family? Happiness? Even if you don't want the full family, do you just want to be happy? Yes. You do. Like, if you don't think you do, you do. You should. There's something coming for you. But you have to go through the heartbreak to reach your 10 of Cups. If you don't go through this, I don't think you're going to be able to actually reach it, because there's a part of you that keeps holding on. But when you face the reality, especially of this 3 of Cups situation, of this potential third party, you're not even going to want to continue forward. This heartbreak brings you your new reality. You're starting over, beginning again. Again, I want to hold out for some of you guys and say, the heartbreak will come, you will mend it. Maybe the Hierophant is you seeking help or higher counsel, and you and your partner work it out, and then you get here. I want to have that faith for some of you, because I know not all of you are going to walk away from this Ace of Wands. But you do need to make drastic changes in your love life. All right, we're going to clarify the 10 of Cups, even though I don't feel like we need to. But what else do you have for us about this 10 of Cups, Spirit? What else can they know? Because I'm like, maybe if you just, yes, manifest it. You are worthy. You are worthy of the love that you seek. But if you don't believe that you're worthy of it, you can be the magician and you'll just never get it. Because you don't believe you deserve it. But you do. And you can manifest it and you can call it in. Yes. You will get through this. You will get through this. Wow. Wow. All right. We're going to go ahead and pull 3 oracle cards for you. What an interesting February you're going to have. I'm sending you so much love because I know this is not easy. I know this is not easy. But you can and you will get through this. My dear Leo, I have so much faith in you that you will get through this. All right, Spirit, what do you have for my dear Leo for February as they wrap up this very difficult chapter, as they come to some new conclusions in their love life? We're going to pull 2. I hear Spirit saying we're only going to do 2. That's the first one. I don't know why 2. Maybe 2 of Cups. 2 energies. All right. You have solitude and silence, peace prevails, and rainbow blessings. The bottom of the deck, I'll go over with you. It says ascending the mountain, keep going forward. So in February, my dear Leo, find some time to yourself, to reflect, to journal, to write, to meditate. Get out in nature if you can, if it's weather permitting where you are. Allow God to talk to you and help you to see what it is that you need to see. If you feel like things are being hidden from you, you may receive messages in your dreams, in your meditations, through others. Maybe, honestly, I feel like some of you are going to accidentally find out. Yeah. But in silence, peace prevails. Cut out the chatter, cut out the nonsense, the people that you don't necessarily need. Because there is something beautiful that is coming for you. If you just cut ties with this old reality that you've been in, that you've been, I feel like, keeping alive unnecessarily. But that's just me trying to be a helpful tarot reader. Because I know love is hard to work through. But you will have more peace if you let this go. I know it's hard. I'm working on letting go of a work opportunity, or, not even opportunity, but a work situation, I should say. And it's hard to let that go. It's even harder, I feel like, to let go of love, because this is a solid love. But you're going to find peace and solace and understanding if you can allow yourself to, bit by bit and piece by piece, hear what it is that Spirit has for you. There's a lot of chatter, clutter, mental fatigue, worrying yourself, listening to music that might be honestly perpetuating the issues. Get out of that. And it says rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. So in the midst of your darkest days. I see a person's like in the castle looking out. Get out there. But in the midst of your darkest days, you'll see that rainbow. You'll see those signs and those synchronicities. Look for rainbows. Maybe you're attracted to rainbows. There's a pot of gold, at the end of the rainbow. But you have to be willing to go through the rain and the storms to let that in. We don't have rainbows on beautiful, clear days usually. Sometimes, but they usually come after a storm. I love the actual way that the water droplets are refracting light and causing this prism effect, but that's just the scientist in me. But you have to believe this. And I know Spirit said only 2, but on the bottom of the deck, I just have to show you. It says ascending the mountain, keep going forward. You are not yet where you are meant to be. These hills and valleys have nothing on that mountain. But you can and you will find your strength to go up. And real quick, it says taking shelter, the answers are within. So as you tap into your spiritual psyche, your third eye, opening up yourself, I really do believe you are going to find answers that you've been looking for. So my dear Leo, as we end off this reading, this beautiful, beautiful reading, that has been a little bit difficult, I'm sure, for you to walk through, but that's what I'm here for. I hope that you find peace. I hope that you find answers you've been looking for, and I hope that you progress in a way that is healthy for you, because love is hard. Relationships are hard. For those of you that this may have resonated as family or something, I don't know, maybe you heard somebody talk behind your back and it really hurt. But I do feel a lot of couple relationship. So my dear Leo, I'm going to leave you with this. Again, if you want to get connected to me, check out the links in my bio. And I will see you for your mid-monthly in the next couple of days. So check back. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed the reading. Subscribe if you want to get notifications. Turn that bell icon on. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.